Hello, Happy New Year. I'm back. All right, I haven't streamed in a while. It's January 1st, 2023. I finished 64 games, give or take a few, last year in 2022. If you're not familiar with this channel, my goal each calendar year is to roll credits or finish at least 52 games in a year. It's part of a sort of a larger backlog community that's online. It's also like a personal goal of mine to finish is at least 52 games. It could be big or small. Usually tends to lean towards shorter indie games and retro games to kind of fill up my list for the year. But I do sneak in some longer games that I usually won't stream though. So I typically stream shorter games like the games today. So we're gonna check out the this is quite possibly already wins the award for worst game title of 2023 or 2022 technically. This game came out in December of last year, uh just a month ago, a few weeks ago. It is from one of my favorite developers, Shinen Multimedia. I believe is their full name, Multimedia Corp or Incorporated. I forget. They don't have the greatest developer name either, but a couple years ago they released The Tourist, which is like one of my favorite games of all time. um they're an indie developer, but not in a traditional sense. They've been making games primarily for Nintendo platforms, and a few of their games have come to Steam and PlayStation, I believe, PlayStation platforms. But they're mostly a Nintendo platform or Nintendo developer first. They've had games dating all the way back to the Game Boy Advance. They did stuff on DS, 3DS, Wii, or I'm not sure about Wii. No, I think they had some stuff on Wii U for sure, and now it's the Switch. So this this game doesn't look super appealing um out of the gate. Like if you were browsing the storefront, the eShop, and you saw this character, like this title art or this cover art for something called the Punchuin, which I believe is a play on the because they're penguins. The penguin, the Punchwin, right? Not Punch You in. It's such a it is such a bad name. And the cover art, the art's not bad, but like if you were just anyone and you were scrolling through the eShop, which has like hundreds of games and so much junk added on a daily basis, you probably would scroll right by this game because it looks like a little like browser. It reminds me of what's that penguin game that like kids play that was on PC or like a browser, web browser game. It's really popular. I can't think of the name, but that's what this looks like from afar. But it's actually from a famed, very notorious competent developer. Like I said, Shinen Entertainment or Shinen Multimedia. We'll see what it says. I forget. Um, but yeah, I bought it immediately, but I was saving it for the new year because I wanted to start fresh with a bunch of new games. And today we're gonna do the Punchwin Super Kiwi 64, which is another um, indie 3D platformer from a developer who's been releasing sort of like N64 platformer throwbacks for a couple years now. And then this weird, another 3D platformer called Lunistice, which I didn't know a whole lot about. My eyes just caught someone talking about it on Twitter, and it was cheap, so it looks kind of cool. So hopefully that's a surprise. But I don't know a whole lot about it other than it's a 3D platformer. All right, let's go. Ooh. Got title announcer. It is the Punchuin. Oh, I gotta change my input on my TV. Heard the music's really good. Well, anyway, I heard this game's really good. The soundtrack's awesome so far. I like this title screen music a lot. Ooh, he just goes right. Thanks for the follow, but I believe you're a bot. I'll check it out later. Oh cool, you got like a CRT filter right on the title screen. I'll leave it off for now. Yo, this soundtrack. Good font. Good wavy font. Cool map. Oh, so you're working your way down. All these sound effects are like straight out of the Tourist as well, which is really interesting. Oops. Cool. Yo, this music. Alright, let's do the test. Does the Punchuin have some idle animations? Surprised he doesn't. This is awesome. Sort of like, well, it's hard not to compare it to Tetris. I saw Jeremy Parrish of Retronauts and Limited Run Games said that like reminded him of Mr. Driller, which I see to a degree. So Namco's Mr. Driller game. It's just like a very pure puzzle platformer, it seems like. Oh shit, I gotta be faster. God, it's if you excuse the pun, this game's just punchy and snappy. It feels good, it looks nice, the soundtrack's incredible. This developer's just like knows exactly what the fuck they're doing. Hello, mister. I'm doing alright. Oh, you can like wall cling jump too. Like oh, what am I doing? Alright, so this is like actually a little bit more puzzling. Okay, it's easy. Is this gonna have bosses?
Let's dance, boys.
Thanks, Mr. Lyco. Maybe I'm pronouncing your name wrong, sorry. I appreciate it. Oh, so that was just like a gate. Interesting. No, I'm gonna buy the money bag first, so let's keep going. Game's not super hard yet, anyway. Cool new backgrounds. And new music! Not... We can punch up. Shit, alright, this got actually challenging. All right, I think I understand. I figured it's up though. Here we go. Cool. Damn it. Do I have to pay 25 again? Jesus Christ. That's a lot of coins. I'll come back to that. That's cool though. How do you get out of? What do you, oh. This game is pretty much perfect. Let's That's cute. You've collected no items so far. Just continue the game and things will get more interesting here. Promise. That's pretty funny. What are the options again? What if you quit back from the cover screen? Ooh, we got a little percentage next to your adventure mode. 10% through the game already. I'm gonna keep playing for this game for a little bit before I jump to my next one, but this is like fucking incredible. This developer is just so good. Don't sleep on the Punchuin. whoever the fuck's watching this. It's on Switch and Steam, maybe? Or it's just Switch only? I don't know what it's definitely just Switch as far as I know. Or it's at least on Switch. This is very like Downwell. If you played a game called Downwell before, this sort of starts... I'll play with the CRT filter on for a little bit. You kind of like always start at the top of a screen and you jump down to like access the game. Now Downwell was like a run-based game, but this is like a traditional level-based. Like this is sort of like a Super Mario 3 style world map, which I love world maps. Like it's basic, but you're unlike Celeste, I guess you could say, you're going down the mountain, not going up it, which is interesting. That you start at the top. Okay, so if it wasn't already clear while I've been playing, you need to sort of Tetris style match three blocks of the same color to clear them. And you need to clear a certain amount of sets of those three to finish the level. And you can break ice blocks, punch in every direction, move the blocks. But there's some nuance to it, like if your back is up against, you can't bring blocks up, and you can't. If you have space to the left or right of you, you can punch the block while facing it and it brings it towards you, so that's like the strategy there. But you can't control how far it goes. I think it always goes for... Sorry, I keep getting distracted because the music's like incredible. Ooh. No! Oh, you can't die in water. That's good to know. No! I think blocks always are hit in 4 spaces? If you're punching the block away from you, it moves at least 4 spaces to the left or right, I think. That's it. Unless there's something blocking it like there. Oh wait. Nope. Actually, here we go. Okay, so there... Ooh, that was a screen clearing block. Cool. that visual effect where the blocks turn like glow white and explode, that is like straight under the Tourist. Don't sleep on that game either, go play the Tourist. It's this developer's last game, technically. Ooh, I have enough for the money bags upgrade, I think. I'll get that first and then... Cool. Is there a description for it? Okay. Alright, so now I don't have to worry about, like, capping my coins during my playthrough. Thanks, Sophie. Oh, Jesus Christ. Hey, Feral Smasher, Happy New Year. I'm doing okay. Just kicking off the new year with a bunch of new games. Or games that kind of released towards the end of last year that I was saving for the new year. I got a new goal of gotta finish 52 more this year if I can. But we're doing the Punchuin right now, which is incredible. So frustrating. Haven't been able to connect anything yet. Hey, Samag. Yeah, it's awesome. It's from a really well-known developer, Shinen. It just came out. Let me pause it because this game's hard to play while talking. It's a really good 2D puzzle platformer. It's from Shinen, who's made like I talked about it earlier on stream. The Tourist, which is an incredible game. They did, you know, Nano Stray, Art of Balance. They've been making indie games or smaller bite-sized games for like Nintendo platforms since like the Game Boy Advance days. So they know exactly what they're doing, and this is really well done. The soundtrack's incredible. This is brutal. So yeah, it's like you got a really cool overworld, like Super Mario Brothers 3 style world map with like branching paths and secret levels. You have currency that you can use to buy upgrades for your character, so it's more than just like, it's not like a it's sort of like Tetris, but a little Mr. Driller as well, which I'm kind of taking from someone else that thought it was like Mr. Driller that I read online. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, it's more than just like, you know, in Tetris you just go from you know, level to level and it's pure puzzle, but this has like some sort of like story structure or adventure game structure, which is cool. But each of the levels that you go into, and there's mini games, like there's this mini game here that I've been struggling with. I'll try it again. So there's kind of like some not exploration, but you can walk around in certain levels. And Shinen's known for their mini games. Like the Tourist had like a ton of mini games. It's a penguin. So the name of the game, hold on. The name of the game's horrible. It's the Punchuin. So it's just a play on penguin, but because he has gloves that he punches with, they call it Punchuin. When I first saw the title, I thought it said the punch, like I said it in my head, or I pronounced it as Punchuin or Punchuin, but it's definitely Penguin Punchuin. But it's like it's such a it's a really bad name, but it's not what's the word I'm looking for? Indicative of the quality. Yeah, punch you in, but which it could be that, but I'm pretty sure. Well, on the title screen they actually say, hold on, let me quit out. Let me do this minigame first and quit out. They do say the name of the game on the title screen. It's sort of like a Devil May Cry style, like announce the title when you hit start. Let me try this minigame first. Ooh, I got that. Oh, not quite. Oop, too far. What the fuck? That counts. Okay, has to just be, has to touch the red. Oh, it sucked. What is that red little... I'm not doing this right. my god, it's bullshit. There goes all my coins. Alright, let's let me go back to the title screen just to show. It's kind of muffled in like a Super Nintendo style like voice. You'll see. Punchuin. The Punchuin. Alright, let's keep it cruising just for a little bit longer, then I'm gonna switch. Yeah, it's it's a ridiculous name, but the game's fucking awesome, so. No, I don't want to do that. God damn it. Cool. I just need greens now. Oh shit. Will this work? Oh shit, that does work. Okay, so need one more pair of green. The screen's filling up. Oh my god. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I love puzzle games like this that kind of incorporate like an adventure mode to a degree. Like they don't. This game could have just been screens of like the main puzzle rooms, like back to back until you fail, and it could have been like a run-based game. But there's a really like the overworld and the shop and the mini games and the branching paths on the map. It just makes it feel like more of like a, you know, like a traditional game, I guess you could say, just like a traditional like a platformer. I thought there were gonna be bosses. I swore there were bosses in this game. Thanks, Farrell. Yeah. Have a good one. No! They want to do that. God damn it. Pixel, I wouldn't say uh I would say yes and no. Like I play a variety of stuff throughout the year, and I try to incorporate some retro games into the mix, or just into my rotation generally. Like last year, I finished um, some of the old Game Boy Turtles games, like the TMNT Game Boy games that were on like that Cowabunga collection that just came out. Like I played through those last year. I played through Wave Race 64 last year. I was doing a bunch of N64 games for a charity stream like last November or this past November. Um, so it depends. Like oh, I played like Adventures of Lolo on NES. It was either last year or 2 years before. So like I always incorporate them when I'm in the mood for it, but I would say I play mostly like uh, modern to I mean, it just depends. It depends on what I'm in the mood for. I'll never rule out older games because I love, you know, love older games. Alright, where... I'm gonna unlock the next area. Oh, I don't have enough gems yet. I typically start the new year with an old Mega Man game too, like from NES. So like I'll typically play um like the past 5 years I've been playing one of the original Mega Man games or replaying them because I played them all when I was younger and then over the course of the collections that came out. But Mega Man, I do one a year, so I'm up to Mega Man 6. I've been doing it for like 5 years. So technically, I should start Mega Man 6 this year, or restart it. And then I was doing it with the X games, but I think I only got up to X3 on my replays, Mega Man X3 on Super Nintendo. But I'm usually playing on, like, if I'm gonna be playing or streaming like a retro game, it's usually from like one of the collections on modern platforms. I do have a lot of the old hardware, and I have a lot of original copies of like older retro games from, you know, N64, PlayStation 2, PS1. I have a pretty big collection, but I don't stream retro games on their original hardware just because I don't have like all of the gear for that to like, you know, hook them up to an HDTV or the Elgato. I haven't quite figured that out or kind of configured all of that. So if it's on a modern platform like an older game, then I'll usually play it just out of convenience on that. Let's just do like, let's try to do one more level, then I'm gonna switch to the next. So it has to be interesting. Okay. There we go. Oh wait, no, I need one more. There we go. Alright, let's unlock the next gate, just to see. I was really hoping there were bosses in this game. We'll see. Maybe I'm not that far yet. Forest zone. There's a forest zone. Can you look? Oh, no, you can't zoom around the map. Just wanted to see how big this game was. But I've played about nearly an hour, and let's see, 16%. So this is like a decently sized game. It was $15, so it's pretty pricey for what it is. But it's so well made. Like, if you like Mr. Driller or Tetris, but you want like sort of like almost a game surrounding that idea, which sounds weird to say. Not to say that, like, you know, Tetris isn't a game or anything, but like it's not a traditional pure puzzle game, because there's like some adventure elements, which is really why I'm gravitating to this more than a lot of things. I'm surprised they don't have the name of the developer on anywhere on like the title screen or anything. Very weird. But I don't know why they wouldn't put their logo somewhere. I'm sure it's on in the credits when you finish it. That's really odd. All right, that's the Punchuin from Shinan. Legendary. I'm just gonna call them a legendary developer because they're fucking incredible. So that game is a very pleasant surprise. I had no idea that was coming out when it did. I think it came out a couple weeks ago, like early to mid-December. It's definitely on Switch. I think it's on Steam. Again, $15 out of the gate. So it's like a pretty premium price for the type of game that it is. But it's like the sprite works great, the gameplay is fun, soundtrack's incredible. Game just has a good look and feel to it, which is like all of their games. They're just like they just zone in on making like retro style games, and they just I don't know, they know exactly what they're doing. All right, we're gonna do Super Kiwi 64 next, which I heard is like an hour long or an hour and a half, even to 100% it. And this developer, the Ciactro, I'm butchering their name again. Uh, they make sort of N64, PS1 era inspired platformers. So this is like, as it suggests, Super Kiwi 64. This is very much like Banjo Kazooie or Super Mario 64, whatever you want to pull from. Let me change the category. This came out late late last year. I was really looking forward to this, so let's see what this is like. Press jump. I like the zooming of the levels is really interesting. This is so like kind of classic attract video style, like banjo style. Wow, just start. Ooh, good feel. The camera is really look at this menu. Yeah, I love Banjo-Kazooie. I love 3D platformers. Anything from the N64 and PS1 era, and you know, from there as well, like Jack and Daxter and Sly Cooper. Why is the camera sensitivity like so low? Ooh, that's too fast. Well, what the fuck? This is there? This is like so slow. Oh, what? Hold on. There we go. Cool little brushes. The little bushes react to your character movement. This is like as indie as you get. This is this developer. If you're familiar with this developer, they've made games like this. Toray 3D 1 and 2. There was MacBat 64. This music. Uh, Let's just go to the first world. This looks like the first world to me. Oh, when you get closer to the level gates, the music changes. Yo, this music. Yeah. I'll come back to this. I hope this is the music in the levels. Oh, fuck yeah. Okay. This is very like David Wise Donkey Kong Country style. This is the correct level of seriousness this music has. Whoa. Cool. If I was an indie developer, this would be one of the first types of games that I would make. Oh, shit. There's a little... He doesn't do like a full animation, but it's just... I can't get over this. So one of my favorite things about 3D platformers... This is really mysterious. I don't know what this means. When you collect the main collectible in a 3D platformer, you do, like, your character does like a little animation. Or like a little dance or like a jingle when you collect it. He does like a little tiny, like, a little pose when he collects the main collectible, which is just these like gems, I guess. It has the Banjo-Kazooie music notes, like 100 coin Mario 64 style thing too, where you collect all of like the main collectibles in the level, and you get like the or the currency collectible technically. Oh, you probably gotta glide to this. Fuck yeah! Oh, is it close enough? No. There we go, I got it. No, not high enough. This music's incredible. What's over here? You can clip through the walls and see behind. Damn, that's so hard to get. What am I missing with this? Yeah, it's just super chill. Pixel mod. Oh, I can't get that. It's driving me nuts. There we go. Pixel's fine? Okay. Excuse me. Man, this is just no nonsense. You just start, you run into a bunch of like level portals that take you to like little fun bite-sized platforming areas with like collectibles everywhere, and that's it. I fucking love how simple this is. Like, to me, this is like the definition of like an indie game. So they're repeating ideas, which I can't blame them, because I think this is like a one-man team for the most part. But even with that, it's still just really cool. So it seems like to get all the gems in the level, you have to collect all the golden cogs. And once you do that, there's these symbols everywhere. What is this shit? So there's a certain amount of rings to fly through. And then... Hey, Arcade Bear! Happy New Year! So yeah, they're repeating ideas. But it's just like so fucking perfect. Thanks. Yeah, I'm kicking off the new year with a bunch of newish games, or games that I've been meaning to play or wanting to play, but I met my goal last year, so it's time to start it all over again. See if I can pull it off again this year. We'll see. But of course I'm starting with like a bunch of short, like weird indie games that I can finish in like a few sittings. I was playing this game called the Punchuin earlier, and it was fucking awesome as well. Alright, this level's done. These are just like super bite-sized levels with just like a few ideas that make use of like Kiwi's abilities. Yeah, I finished 64 games last year. Give or take a few that I'm not sure I would technically count, but I threw them on my list anyway. So I met my goal last year, so I haven't failed my personal 52 goal for like 4 or 5 years now. I'm just gonna keep going till like I can't do it, I guess. All right, let's check out. So no nonsense. It's cool. All right, so the main hub has like a track, which just feels very like Gruntilda's Lair sort of style hub world from Banjo-Kazooie, but when you get closer to the world, the gates to the other levels, the music changes, which is really cool. Let's just see what like the next music sounds like. Which I would assume is this like little red flag area? Whoa, dude. Can't get over this soundtrack. Fuck, if I made time for these games last year, this game and the Punchuin would have probably like broke my top 10 for no reason. Why is this soundtrack so good? I don't get it. Who the fuck did the music for this? I gotta look it up. I wonder if it's the same composer as the Tori games, or Toray, this developers like previous games. I mean, it's very like Donkey Kong Country, David Wise sort of influence, but... Whoa, look at these enemies, they're so weird looking! So, are those top... Oh, Kiwis! Is my health a Kiwi? Oh... That's what the top right is. Oh, yeah, totally like Mitsuda vibes. Chrono Trigger, Chrono Cross. That last track, the first track we were listening to in the jungle levels, that was like so David Wise, like Donkey Kong Country style. Yeah, this is so DK Donkey Kong right now. With that little, I don't know what instrument that is. There are these little, like, symbols everywhere. I don't know what any of this means. Oh, cool. You go out of bounds? Whoa. What the fuck? This thing's just out here? What is happening? Alright, so there's an out of bounds. Testing? Is it back? Alright, I think it's back. That was weird. I don't know why it disconnected. So you can slam Kiwi's nose into like the sides of buildings, which is cool, and you can use it to like jump up. Man, margin. Oh. Got like stage altering things. Can I like put the lava back down now? Yeah, there's gotta be a way to put the lava back down. Shit. Cool, okay. Yeah, it's really cheap arcade. So look at this developer's other games too. They're really cool. There's Touré 3D and Touré 3D 2 or Touré 2. They're like more like level-based, like speedrunning sort of platformers, but they all of this developer's games sort of play similarly, and they're all like throwback to like the N64 or PS1 era. MacBat 64 is similar to this. It's another like Banjo-Kazooie style platformer. I think this is their best game so far. It's apparently just like an hour and a half long, like 100% it even. So it's like a really short, sort of bite-sized experience, but like really fucking cool though. Need to get this last ring down. Awesome. I gotta test something. Do your collectibles stay? Do you exit the level? Okay, the cogs don't. What happens when you recollect them? Oh, I see how they just gray out the collectibles. So you've already found them, but they kind of reset the levels, which is interesting. like that. That's very like old school kind of platformer design. So you can like recollect them, but they don't add to any total or anything. You still get the little, yeah, all right. Yeah, this game's fucking cool. Looks like there's like five worlds. You need 40 to get off the island, 48 to access whatever the fuck this little secret area is, maybe. These red flags with these eyes on them are like very sinister feeling. So yeah, each level has the same sort of objectives, like Mario 64 Banjo style objectives, like you collect all the cogs to get the main collectible. You go through all these gold rings or fly through all of them to find the main collectible. And that's repeated in each level, it seems like. And then there's like little platforming sequences or like ones that are hidden just in plain sight. That's very like Banjo style, like the jigsaw pieces. Then there's these targets you have to slam into. That's the same in every level. These enemies are so fucking weird looking. I love it. Yeah, hit all the targets. That unlocks one of the gems. Whatever the fuck they are. There's one of those symbols again. They're in every level. That's like some larger secret. This developer's other games have like really weird cryptic secrets as well. So I'm not surprised if there's something in this one. What the fuck? It could be arcade. I love this. This last ring is like flying into the sun. Very cool. Alright, that's that level. It's awesome. I want to make something like this. I said it earlier, but if I had like the willpower and means to make my own, and then the know-how to make my own game, I would start out with something like this. Just like a no-nonsense 3D platformer. It's got cool shit music. Like, good feel. The most important thing about a platformer is like the feel of the character. So like, running around in circles feels great. He's got like a basic walk or run animation, but then there's a dash if you hold a button down, which feels really good. cool little smoke effects and a little trailer behind the little backpack motor. So it's not like a buddy. I thought the Kiwi had like a little buddy with them, like Banjo, Jack and Daxter style. But it's just a backpack that can do a lot of things. And the gliding feels fucking perfect. Little trails of the wind behind him looks good. You got like a dash you can use to attack. That feels good. And going into the walls, that makes so much sense. Considering it the character. And you can just scale walls indefinitely? Alright, let's see how fucking awesome this music's gonna be. Okay, it's a little mysterious. Oh no, not at all. You could probably break and glitch through this whole game. Dude, some of the art is so unsettling. Alright, this level's definitely creepster. Is that like a fetus? What are we looking at? This level has keys as well, whatever they're for. So we got some like small amount of puzzles. Oh, I see. Cool. I know what to do. One of those symbols again, or this row of symbols that's some fucking weird online secret. I just keep taking pictures of them on this, like the Switch camera, the photo mode, just to have it archived somewhere. What is this shit? Oh. Cool. This level has like actual platforming sequences that are like a little trickier. Dude, I don't like this. This is like really unsettling. Whoa, wraparound. That was cool. Alright. Some like really decent level design. Like, all the collectibles are up there? That's awesome. I was about to say, like, I haven't gotten any of the main collectibles yet. It just keeps, like... Oh, that was the room flipped earlier. Oh, look how cool that is. I like that. This level was neat. There's that one more I'm missing for collecting all the gold cogs. Where was that? This is really hard to stop playing because it just keeps moving. Cool. Perfect. God, this is just so, like, chill and fun. I honestly could play, like, an infinite amount of like, games like this. I'm kind of waiting for this developer to make something, like, really like, beefier, or just like a bigger game in scope. This is definitely, from my understanding, like, the most ambitious game this person's made, I think. Even though it feels like very bite-sized and short still, like this is there's a lot more going on here than these other games we've played in. Wow. Alright, on to the last world. We're almost done this, I think. Hope this music's awesome. Ooh, pirate theme level. Yeah. This is like straight up Rusty fucking Bay. Whoa! Wow. I could go for a rewatch of License to Drive. Did that sound? I heard it on my end. Did that sound like clear on your end, Arcade? I recall that soundbite having like low volume, like the source that I pulled it from. Yeah, that's what I figured. I knew the game audio was definitely like really loud, or fairly loud. Yeah, it's so hard to find like a good source for that. They pulled it from YouTube and it was like a shitty upload, but I don't know. I haven't touched those clips in like 2 years. It's the same fucking like. I have some small adjustments coming to my channel for what it's worth, even though I still just stream like whatever. But I've barely changed like the fun interactable shit on my streams. Thanks, yeah, I appreciate it. I don't know where this last shit is. Oh, wait, I see. That probably played fairly well. Pixel. I know, my schedule's been a mess. Not so much a mess lately, but I'm like back and forth between California. Like I just got back from like a month and a half on the West Coast. Alright, that's that level. That was a cool level. Yeah, yep. So I was just out there with him for the holidays. And now I'm back for my busy season, since I'm about to go into like the crazy work season again, which starts like mid mid-January through like April. But yeah, it was a good visit. I'm supposed to get surgery soon for that pinched nerve. I've had this pinched nerve for almost a year now. This March it'll be a year, which hasn't been painful or anything, but it's something that needs to get fixed because it's kind of messing with two of my fingers. And my surgery just got postponed, so I'm like really bummed out about that. It was supposed to happen next week, but... Whoa! So I think this is the last level. We're almost, I'm gonna actually finish, not that I haven't done it before, but I'm actually gonna finish a game on stream. Unintentionally do a full playthrough of something. What is all this? Oh, cool. Okay. Yeah. Very Wave Race 64. I wasn't even thinking about that, but yeah. Which I played I played through again last year, and it's still like as fucking incredible as it's always been. Oh, oh, I see, I see. Cool. We're almost done. Almost have everything collected. Although I swear there's definitely a secret here. Whoa. So I'm missing one thing. I think you have to go through these gates, I would imagine. Can I take a picture of that? I think so. You gotta... But there's no, like... There's no visual indicator that going through these is doing anything. But these has to be something. Oh, there we go. Alright. That was really weird. I would have at least made, like, a sound effect when you went through the gates. Where did I put that? Yeah. That's it. That's the game. Let's go finish it. There's the secret gate over here for all 48, and then you need 40 for the plane to get out of here. So that's probably the ending. Let's see what's through here, though. Some secret world or something? Whoa. Here we go. This is the mega secret. Shit. I'll have to go back and look at my pictures, I think. What does this mean? Alright, this is some... I'm sure there's solutions online, but I don't want to look it up just yet. Hold on. You might have to enter all of them. Triangle. Down. Whoa. That became huge. They're like cheat codes. Cool. They're like old school, like cheat code sort of inputs. This is also like, not Rusty Bucket Bay. Oh yeah, I think it was Rusty Bucket Bay. From Banjo-Kazooie, there was like a sandcastle. You could enter like button prompts to unlock things. Yeah, that's the thing. I don't know. I don't think I need them. Let's just see what like one more does. They're just like cute little extras, I guess. So this one was circle down. Wait, what the fuck? I'm never gonna remember. I should just draw them so I don't have to keep going back to this menu. The triangle cross. Yeah. Whoa, turned into the enemy. Or these weird mummy enemies. Like, what the fuck? Can I just walk out of here like this? Alright, I don't want to finish the game as this motherfucker. Triangle. Circle triangle. Oh, weird gravity. Alright, I'll check this all out later. Let's go finish it. I bet the ending's gonna be like one screen long. Alright, let's beat it. Oh! Whoa. Theactro, that's the developer. Music by Kent Pritchard? Oh, this developer has a Patreon? Interesting. What a cool little project. See you next game. Dude, I'm there for whatever this person makes. Yeah, it's very cute. It just drops you back in. Alright, that's my first game of 2023. Super Kiwi 64. Yeah, it was literally like, what's my stream time set? Like a little over 2 hours. It was like an hour long to 100% and finish. So, like you said, it was $4 on Steam Arcade. That's how much it was on Switch as well. You kind of get what you pay for, but this is like 100% my kind of game. I want more, man. Like I'd take a sequel, a bigger game. That's the thing with this developer. Like I think it's mostly a one-man team. Obviously, like the composer is not the person making the game. Didn't also make the music, so there are some other people that contribute to it. But it's mostly seems like a one-man group. And he's made like 5 games at this point, 5 or 6 games, and they're all like this style. But this is the most like collectathon Mario 64 banjo style that he's made so far. The other games are kind of, well, MacBat 64 was like this, but even more like, what's what I'm looking for. More condensed than even this game was. It was shorter than this as well. Yeah, that's like nothing against big AAA games, but like, yeah, I'm with you. I know what you're saying, Arcade. Like, this is just like a solid game that knows what it wanted to do and it pulled it off really well. It's not groundbreaking or anything, but like, I've been saying this for a lot of indie games lately. That like, I'm just glad we're getting more games that are 3D, like in the indie space, that look like this or that play like something that's like evocative of the N64 or PlayStation 1 era, instead of like, as much as I love like 2D platformers and like games that are like Castlevania or Mega Man or Metroid or whatever, like we have so many of them now, and that's usually what like smaller independent developers are making. Um, so I want to see more shit like this though. Like, so I'm glad this developer just keeps making like cool little 3D projects like this. Can we go back to title screen? All right, let's just quit out. I want to see if it resets the codes. I love that load screen. Like, it doesn't have to load. I'm sure that's there just for, like, for goofs. Thanks, Pixel. Yeah, I appreciate it. I don't stream regularly, which is hard for this channel to grow, so I always appreciate whenever people stop in. And part of, like, the idea of the stream is to kind of show up unexpectedly, just so I don't have to stick to some kind of schedule, because I'll never be able to keep a schedule. Between work and just like my mood sometimes, like I don't always want to be on and live when I'm playing stuff, but uh, I try to like at least whenever I do play something, whether it's a full playthrough by luck if it's a short game, or if not, then I'm usually just checking out like the first hour or so, um and kind of just share my impressions and talk through, well, look at this art. I like, whoa, you just let the game sit on the title screen. It does this cool little like rendered. Whoa, this is not even in the game. Cool. I like this a lot. This person knows exactly what they're doing. um, it could be the story. uh, but yeah, so if I do stream, I'm usually like checking out something new, whether it's like new to me for the first time or a new release. Like the games I've been playing so far this morning, Punchuin, which was awesome still, by the way, and Super Kiwi 64. These came out in December of last year, so they're like 2022 releases. And already, I like both of these a lot. And this, I write about every game that I finish, so I try to do like 1 to 2 paragraphs about each game that I play and then I finish. And at the end of the year, I do kind of like game of the year sort of uh, writings and lists and stuff. And already, Super Kiwi 64 is in the running for my favorite game of 2023 that didn't release in 2023. So we'll see how the rest of the year goes. But this game's up there already. This was like perfect. Perfect more like Saturday or what the fuck is it? Sunday morning? Sunday morning right now? Perfect Sunday morning game. Okay. So I'm gonna use a quick research bathroom break. So again, we did the Punchuin, which is the Shinen Multimedia's latest game. Their last game was The Tourist. The Tourist is one of my favorite games of all time, as well. Just one of my favorite. Uh, I don't want to call this developer indie though, because they're not really indie technically. whatever the fuck that even means anymore these days. But don't get fooled by this like uh semi-generic looking cover art for the Punchuin. It's so fucking good. And these guys have been around since like the Game Boy Advance days, so like they know what they're doing in terms of like making kind of retro inspired games. So the Punchuin's really good. And check out the Taurus if you haven't played it already. Super Kiwi 64 was perfect. And then the last game I was gonna play, this is from the Kiwi developers too, Beanie. I might do that tomorrow. I have off tomorrow as well, and I might stream. But we're gonna check out Lunistice for a little bit, and then I'm gonna call it a stream. It's another 3D platformer. I think it's more like speedrunner focused. I don't know a whole lot about it. I just saw someone on Twitter talking about it, and it looked kind of cool, and it was cheap, so I'm like, I'll check it out. Tomorrow I might do The Spirit and the Mouse for a little bit, Beanie, and Little Gator Game, which I heard is really good as well. So I'm gonna use the bathroom if you stick around. I appreciate it. If not, I will be right back in a few. So I'll be right back. All right, we're back. You're still there, anyone? Hello? All right, let me change the category. I don't know a whole lot about this game. Lunistice, 3D platformer that's like speedrunner oriented. So hopefully it's not like, I just want fun things to collect and good movement. That's all I ask for. Give me a level selector, a hub world. A game by a Grumpy Fox. That's the developer. Spotlight's the publisher. Never heard of either. You're like this little girl fox. Do the tutorial. Good menus. Whoa. Slow down. Cool. Man, this game feels good. Oh, I see. That was confusing. So this is more PS1 style than even... Okay, you got a file select, which I appreciate. Looks like there's keys and like little files to collect. All right, let's just start.
September 2nd, 2453.
Whoa, what?
Almost a full year of simulations with no tangible results.
What is this voice?
Continuing to do small tweaks to the process, but without deeper understanding of the underlying system. I wish we could contact the professor, but communications are still disrupted.
The tone of this is not what I was expecting.
She is responsible for this whole situation after all. At least my quarantine thread seems to be holding up. It seems like preparations for the next sample loop are complete. Our next case is a scout, Hana, who's been showing signs of minimal control over the program. I'm, well, not getting my hopes up anymore, but... Anyway, commencing sample loop in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay. Alright, so there's collectibles in the level. Spelling out some name. H-A... Yeah, good soundtrack, good feel, good luck. Hannah? Is that the name of your character, maybe? Okay. Level was a little too long. Whoa, S ranked city. Alright, so you got trains, which is a collectible. So you gotta collect everything, and resets are probably dying? It looks like you didn't get ranked on your time, which is interesting. Right, you get some health back at a checkpoint. It's cool. I feel like I missed stuff back here, damn it. Yeah. Okay, so it's cool stage select. Simple enough. S ranks, collect all the cranes, and don't reset or die during the level. That's cool. What does this remind me of? Yeah, this is like a very kind of basic speed running, not even speed running, because it doesn't even rank you on your time, which is really interesting from a ranking perspective. But this game has a pure PS1 look. Like, this is like polygonal as PS1 as you can get. But the soundtrack's cool. The movement I think I like. It's very, it looks like there's a lot of options to kind of tweak the way the character moves. But very just kind of forward running, simple platforming, some enemies to attack. The game just has like a bouncy, good look and feel to it. Let's just do like another level or two, and then I'm gonna call it a stream. Oh, secret level? Or secret exit, maybe? Yeah, I like this game positions the camera like on an angle at the beginning of the level, which is very like classic platformer. Like Ratchet and Clank games do this a lot. And then once you hit you move the analog stick forward a little bit, or the first time you move the left analog stick, the camera will readjust behind the character. Yeah, that's like I don't know what you call that, but it seems like platformers do that typically more than any other type of game. Just gives you a nice like initial shot of the level that's ahead of you. I think that's the idea behind it. Just stylistically, it looks cool. So these levels are getting a little bit more abstract and floaty. Like this is like a obstacle course game where the worlds and the levels are themed, but they're really just like floating platforms and like nonsense everywhere. You have to kind of navigate through. Where am I going? Got turned around in this level. Fuck, I missed the first letter somewhere. A bad idea. Oh my god. Alright, this is getting tricky. Man, that was a bad run of that level. I think there's like... That looks like another... Damn. Interesting. Seems like there's some secrets on each level. Okay, so there's letters and a key. Oh, I think there's a key in every level? Shit. Okay. Go back to the title screen. I think that's gonna wrap it up from... I don't know what controller dead zone means. Smooth turning on. Oh, your character's name is Hannah. Okay, that's why we're spelling out the character's name. Cool, so like, yeah, there's 7 worlds as far as I know. 2 levels each so far per world. There's cranes to collect, and resets are based on how many times you die. So if you get hit by 3 times by an enemy, or if you fall into like the pit, I guess. You need 0 to get S ranks. And you need to collect every crane in the level. I'm really surprised for a game that feels like it's about speed that it doesn't rank you on your time. I find that very interesting. And I think there's keys in each level. Because I found one in that first level. This map is very like Ape Escape feeling. It's very PS1 feeling. Cool game. I like this. I'll definitely keep playing it. Really, really weirded out by the tone of the game. The intro with like the deep voiced narrator talking about some like, I guess you're just some simulation and running loops or tests. Like this fox creature. I don't know. I don't know what... The story's probably really stupid and silly, so I'll see where it goes. But I don't know if I'll stream this game ever again. But I at least wanted to check it out. So, alright. Today that was the Punchuin, Super Kiwi 64, and Lunistice. All 3 are platformers in some respect. Punchuin is like a puzzle platformer like Tetris, Mr. Driller style. Incredible soundtrack, good sprite work. Solid gameplay. It's just like a very interesting take on like a puzzle game with some adventure elements. And it's again from Shinen, which is one of like my favorite sort of indie developers or small scale developers. I don't know how to categorize them because they're not, like I said, they're not technically indie. They've been around since the Game Boy Advance era, making games for mostly Nintendo platforms for like decades at this point. So they're like really veteran people in the industry. Super Kiwi 64 was like 100%ed it and finished it on stream. A complete nostalgia sort of tribute to, games like Mario 64 and Banjo Kazooie, as the name implies. Just that game has really good character movement. A Giant Bomb's Game of the Year podcast this year, I think they awarded Super Kiwi 64 as the best game to run around in for 2022, which is really interesting. That's a funny, cute category. Because yeah, it feels good to control Kiwi in that game, and the moveset's fun. The level designs were like compact and um, fun to little sandbox environments to run around and collect a bunch of things. All the objectives were kind of the same in each world, so it would have been more interesting if they had something a little bit more unique. But for what's there and for how cheap it is, it's a cool little project, little mini project. I just hope that developer makes something um, bigger in scope at some point, because I think they can do something. They do a lot of good work. And then Lunistice was a interesting, very PS1 aesthetic, uh, kind of like Mega Man Legends polygonal look to it. Uh, Straight up a precision platformer collectathon that's not as speedrunny as I thought it was going to be. So the game ranks you on how many of the collectibles you collect and how many times you die in the level. Levels are a little too long for my liking, but they're like just right over the edge of being too long. But I dug it. Seems like there's some secrets there too. Like there were keys I was collecting that weren't necessary. I don't know what they do if there's one per level, but I'll play more eventually. But yeah, already finished my first game of 52 for 2023, and I'm gonna close the stream out. Might be back tomorrow morning because I have off with the Spirit and the Mouse, Beanie, and Lil Gator game, which I heard really good things about. Heard mostly good things about all three of these. But if not tomorrow, then I'll be back on some other time whenever I'm in the mood or have the time to stream. And I'll talk to you all and see you all soon. All right. Bye. Happy New Year.